Beautiful people, last week in the BBL Pokemon Wi-Fi Draft League, your San Diego Spirits suffered its very first defeat at the hands of our brother John Jr. and his Portland Nightshaders, right in the back of a very impressive performance from his Terra Iron Boulder, finally beating the fraud allegations as we fall to 2-1 in the league and bounce back against our near dear friend, our hermano PST gang himself. We have It's Whatever Coach of the Sacramento Blings. If you're excited for this week of the BBL, the Big Booty Latinas Wi-Fi Draft League, do me the massive favor and rage fist that thumbs up button. And if you're new, por favor, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and hit the bell button so you get notified every single time we post a new video. We're going to discuss our team before we hop on into the matchup, so sit back, relax, let's go ahead and dive on into this game. The Sacramento Blings has a very threatening team. They had the very first overall pick and they decided to go with the broken borderline Pokemon that should not have been allowed, Calyrex Ice Rider. He's got the Galarian Slowking, Meowscarada, a Scizor, a Terra Captain in the Walking Wake, which is super threatening, a good spinner in Donphan, a strong special attacker in Basculegion Female, Quillfish, Munchlax, and a Galarian Moltres. Looking at his team, first Pokemon that we knew automatically was going to come to this game was our Uber Captain Frosty. We have Kyurem White with enough speed to outspeed a modest max speed Galarian Moltres by 1 point, and with the coverage of Draco Meteor, Earth Power, Freeze Dry, and Fusion Flare, we hit everything for super effective damage. Being able to threaten this much damage by simply existing is going to be very good for us. To be able to capitalize on that, we have to have a fantastic lead, so we decided to bring in Blaziken. McSpicy has a very unconventional Rocky Helmet set dedicated to lead to hopefully catch that Meowscarada. The scenario is if we have a Rocky Helmet, being able to catch the Meowscarada on a U-turn and get some damage off, and then get a U-turn off in return, which would be able to give us some pivot momentum very early in the matchup. If he wants to stay in and he's a Focus Sash set and he goes for a knockoff, we break the Focus Sash and knock it out with U-turn in return, which I think will put us ahead very far in the matchup very early on. The Overheat is there to threaten big damage on the physically defensive Donphan, and Earthquake is primarily there to get super effective damage on the Slowking, which would be really good for us. The next Pokemon we have is our team captain, the Grandmaster, the Demon Annihilate set. We have leftovers with max Spadef, dang near max HP, and enough speed to outspeed an Adamant Scizor, max speed by 1 point. And since his entire team primarily is mostly physical attackers, Bulk Up is going to be phenomenal, paired off with Rage Fist and Drain Punch. Taunt is there to stop a Trick Room from things like the Calyrex, as well as any kind of status moves from things like the Slowking. So the Grandmaster is going to be fantastic in this game with Terra Steel, being able to resist most hits from the Calyrex Ice, as well as the Scizor and the Slowking to get those Rage Fist boosts. Next up we have is La Toxica coming off a fantastic performance against D-Double. This is our dedicated check for the Calyrex Ice. I say check very loosely. We're looking to be the heavy duty boots to ensure we don't take any Stealth Rock or Spikes damage from anything that he wants to set up, so we can ensure to take those Calyrex Ice Rider hits even better. If he sets up a Swords Dance, we can knock him out with Foul Play. If we go for Foul Play, get damage, and he sets Trick Room, we can knock him out with a Sucker Punch. Gunk Shot is there for our secondary stab. If he wants to bring in the Scizor hard on a Gunk Shot from the Skuntank, then we can get a double boosted Temper Flare to knock out the Scizor, even through an Aqua Berry, which is very threatening for his team. Next up we have is Kachow to be our dedicated answer softly to a Terra Walking Wake. Holding the Assault Vest this week, we have some good speed investment, and then we have dang near max HP. We have Psychic, Knockoff, Ice Beam, and Fire Punch as our coverage choices this week. Psychic is to get that damage on the Walking Wake, which would be really good for us. Being able to remove its item with Knockoff will be phenomenal as well. And then Ice coverage is fantastic for the rest of his team. And then Fire Punch is primarily there for the Scizor. Last but not least, we have King Bob showing up as our anti-Trick Room Pokemon against that Calyrex Ice. There's a lot of prepping in that Pokemon because it is very good. We have the Citrus Berry to get a little bit of more health back and allowing us to take our knockoffs from possibly the Scizor if we need to once we don't have that item after we've consumed Citrus Berry. We have the Trick Room to either reverse the Trick Room from the Calyrex or to set up for us to be able to get up in the endgame. We have a pretty offensive Slowking this week with 148 EVs in special attack with the modest nature. We have Ice Beam and Flamethrower for fantastic coverage as well. But this is the team for this week of the Big Booty Latinas Wi-Fi Draft League. And without further ado, pull up a chair, get your popcorn ready. Let's get on into the matchup. See you guys there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time. We're ready to play my boy, Mr. ITZ Wativa. Very much so ready for this matchup. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. All right. Oh, big shout out to Sven. Big shout out to Jbear, Jesse504, and to Bash for all the help this week. I appreciate you guys. I don't think I've ever been is prepared for a game after a loss last week. We do have to bounce back and get this win. Every win counts in this league. So let's see if you brought Cali Ice. You brought the Gulak. Okay, cool. So Quillfish came. Didn't really think the Quillfish would come. It comes instead of the Basket Legion. No Dawn Fan. Instead, we do see the Skizor. Kind of thought that was gonna happen. So I think our lead still stays the same. I'm gonna go ahead and go mix. Oh, actually, you know what? There's no Meowscarada. That kind of changes things a little bit. What do you bring instead of that? Okay, so the Walking Weight comes as well. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna have to pivot a little bit. About 50% of the things that we thought were gonna come didn't come. I thought Meowscarada would come. We thought that the Galarian Moltres could come. I prepared for basically everything except for the Quillfish. So that's gonna be quite interesting. I could lead with Frosty since he decided to not, bring the scary stuff. But I think bringing McSpicy in turn 1 could just be the play. So let's go ahead and do that. The only thing that would be kind of annoying is if he go ahead and leads with the Quillfish, I guess? Because I'm not the clear amulet. But alas, you know what I mean? So good luck, have fun. To Ant, let's get it popping. And let's see what we could do. Let's see what we could do. He leads with the Black Mamba. Black Mamba. Okay, cool. So he does lead with this guy. I don't outspeed it turn 1. This is kind of unfortunate. I could have just let off with Kyurem, which could have been really bad for him. I'm actually kind of surprised that this thing is actually his lead, to be completely honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and bring in this. This is the Walking Weight check, though. This kind of puts me in a really bad position, to be completely honest with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Frosty. How much damage does it do to Frosty? I should have just let it. That's okay. We can bounce back from this. It does do a hefty chunk of damage if he's modest. I'm gonna go Frosty. I do outspeed a modest Moltres. And if he does modest damage, then we can, go accordingly. Terra Blast can be a problem. Fire Wrath, Hurricane could do a lot, but he could also miss. So in comes Frosty, the snowman. He withdraws. Okay, so maybe he thinks I'm Scarfed. So we do reveal that. And I also switched first, which means I'm faster. So that's actually something to note. Blaziken is faster than Moltres. Okay. That's actually great information to have. So I could still be, Scarfed. He doesn't know that. The Glide. I don't know what the Glide is. I didn't see what came in. So I'm gonna let the camera pan out to see whatever that Pokemon is. It's Quillfish. Okay, cool. Quillfish is here. I can go for a Freeze Dry. Pretty free. Not really much that wants to take the Freeze Dry, to be honest. It allow, I can see the Skizor coming in. I'm gonna go for Earth Power, I think. I mean, do I want to predict the Scizor off rip? I have things for the Scizor. Kind of. Like, there's no shot you want to stay in here, right? So I think that the Scizor comes in. Scizor or the Galarian Slowking. I'm gonna go Earth Power. It's safe. Let's make the safe play. Let's see what his immediate switch in is to the Kyurem. If he goes Skizor, I'm going to kick myself. Magic. That sounds like the Slowking. So this allows us to gauge damage. If it's Assault Vest, it's gonna do nothing. Yeah, that looks like Assault Vest damage. All right. Galarian Slowking. Let's see. Dawn Fan doesn't show up, huh? So, Kyurem White. Where is my HP bar? Health bar. Let's put that up. Alright, so that looks to be 35 to 40. Oh, look at that. You may not be assault vested. So this seems like free ape. So we're gonna go ahead and go for it. Let's go. Let's go ape. See what he wants to do. In comes the Grandmaster. This is kind of what we mocked for, which is really cool. He goes for the Earthquake. Interesting. What did you expect here? We get a Rage Fist boost and it does absolutely nothing. No types of damage. With what he brought, I think I'm pretty safe to go ahead and go Terra Steel. Oh, he's also Terra Steel on his, wow, he's Terra Steel on the Walking Wake. Okay. I'm gonna go for a bulk up. I could also taunt, but I think bulk up seems nice. Let's go for a bulk up. We're gonna Terra, we're gonna bulk up. If he has Flamethrower on the Walking Wake, that could be kind of annoying. However, we are max Spadef. And let's start to do stuff with Ape here. No Basque Legion, instead we see Quillfish, huh? Withdraws magic. All right. What does he bring in here? Also, I just noticed that Delgado is not picking up. That's unfortunate. Okay. So hopefully we'll be able to fix that up. I would hate to not have any game audio. That'd be really annoying. But if it does, I apologize, guys. In comes the Walking Weight though. So now that we have our boy Annihilate boosted up here, we're at +1/+1. I wonder why my Elgato's not working. Here, hold on. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Let's see. Let's go. Elgato. Well, kind of in for it. Let's see if we can get this fixed. Probably not. That's okay. Not a big deal. All right. Anyway, at the task at hand, in comes the Walking Wake. Sunbreaker, Draco Meteor, now that I'm Terra Steel, actually doesn't do much damage. Flamethrower would kind of suck though. A Rage Fist seems pretty nice. So let's go ahead and click Rage Fist. Rage Fist seems pretty nice. We're at base 100. He goes Hydro Steam. Does no types of damage. We're at base 150. At +1, this should be doing a whole bunch of damage. 86 to 101. This does have a chance to kill, and it gets really close. Really, really close. I could use this as an opportunity to switch out into the boy. I would like to keep this nice and healthy, to be honest. I could also break the team. Getting rid of this Pokemon would be really nice if I switch out. At +1, I do have another opportunity to set up another one later. I could keep this healthy and bring in this and be pretty safe at it. Yeah, let's go Ka-Chow. Let's do it. I'm gonna switch here. I'm gonna keep this nice and healthy. That did do a lot more damage than I would have liked. And we're at base 150 Rage Fist, which is fantastic. He's gonna see that we're assault vested. Goes Hydro Steam. This should bounce. Ooh, that does a lot. A lot more than I would like. Let's go ahead and click knockoff. Anything that wants to come in can come in. And then we'll go from there. He's kind of put in a little bit of a pickle, which is really good for us. Really good for us. So let's see what we can do here. Withdraws the big ticket. Okay. Goes knockoff. Okay. So we lose the assault vest. That's really good information to have. Okay. So now here's what we could do. I think what we should do is probably stay in, right? Or I could just come in on the Walking Wake one more time, which could be pretty nice. Switching to this is kind of non-existent. So I could just go for an Ice Beam now. I'll save this for the walking wake. Yeah, let's go Frosty. Let's go Frosty. I think Frosty's really nice here. We could take a Fiery Wrath. We could take anything this thing wants to go for. And then we'll go from there. Fiery Wrath, this should bounce. That's a crit. That did not bounce. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. I could go for a fire move. Draco move also is pretty free, so I'm just gonna go for a Draco. Draco's pretty free. He brings in Slowking that allows Annihilate to come back in. In comes Magic. Big Draco Meteor. And allows us to boost the Rage Fist just a little bit more. That bounced. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring in Annihilate, I think. Earthquake is probably going to be his play. I could also just stay in and click another button. I kind of like keeping this pretty low. So Draco seems pretty nice. Earthquake was his attack last time. I kind of just want to attack him, to be completely honest with you. Otherwise, my alternatives is I can go Slowking, which could be pretty nice. I kind of just want to use this to click buttons. Not allowing the guy to come in would be pretty nice. I'm just going to Draco him again. If we get a crit, which would be pretty nice, we could burst through. Big ticket. That is the... Okay. Getting rid of this Pokemon is really good. We do hit, we kill the Walking Wake. You love to see it. Fantastic. Kyurem, KO, Walking Wake. All right. Pretty solid. Man. Okay, so now that the Walking Wake is gone, we can free up our Dio, which is fantastic. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm fresh out the shower, guys. Actually, so fun fact, we were supposed to play 3 hours ago, but we both forgot to make the competition. And we ended up doing the incorrect way for the same day stuff, so that was unfortunate. So we ended up playing at midnight, so I'm fresh out the shower. I'm nice and awake. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna go Grandmaster, I believe. There's no real reason not to, right? Yeah, let's go the Grandmaster. And he is Intimidate, which is interesting. Let's get another boost to our Rage Fist and see what he wants to do. He can go for a T-Spike if he wants to go for a T-Spike. He goes Spikes. Cool, so we get that in. Get a little bit of Lefty's recovery. And we can go for a Bulk Up, which will be really nice for us. A little bit of Lefties. And Bulk Up seems pretty dang free here. You could also go for a Taunt, but Bulk Up seems much better. There's really nothing much that this thing can do to me, to be honest. And Annihilate being boosted up is really good for us. He does stay in and goes for a Thunder Wave. Okay. That's unfortunate, but it's better than being burned, I guess. Okay. Okay. Now we're slower than Calyrex, which actually is really annoying. He's a very fast Quillfish. I'm still gonna Bulk Up here. He goes Spikes, okay. If I can Bulk Up past Calyrex, I think we're gonna be okay. How much does High Horsepower do? Quite a lot, actually. Not too much, actually. Does the 26 to 31%? Yo, Annihilate is the GOAT. Annihilate is actually the GOAT. I'm gonna go for another Bulk Up. I'm surprised it's not Thunder Wave Taunt, to be honest. I think Annihilate could run away with the game here. In comes Spikes, okay. Does he have a Roarmon? That's also a possibility. No, nothing really has, nothing, I think nothing he can really do to me. Are we just gonna straight up win here? I mean, I don't need to get greedy at all. So I think that, do I kill a Quillfish here from full? If I don't, I kind of want to boost past it. If he does have Haze, I should go for it here. We're gonna Rage Fist. Destiny Bond! Oh, please don't kill him. That's a good play. That's a good play, Ant. That is a fantastic play. I should have just bolted up again. Fantastic play by Ant. Oh no, we could have just ran away with this game here. That's so unfortunate. If I'd have just bolted up again, we'd have been in such a good position. But alas, here we are. Dang, Ape still did really well. Ape still did great. Wow, Quillfish, KO, Ape dies. Ape dies with Quill. Okay, so damn, that's nuts. Quillfish is gone. Moltres is still around. Scizor is really annoying. Slowking could be a problem. I could go Frosty. We do have Boots. We don't get outsped by anything. I believe Scizor could be annoying if I go here though, so I think that King Bob may be pretty nice. I also could just go McSpicy. McSpicy seems pretty nice, to be honest. Let's just go McSpicy. It pressures the Moltres, it pressures the Scizor, it pressures the Glow King. We switched out first last time, so I think we're faster than this. And him being assault vested means that he could just be max HP. Dang, I'm really kicking myself. I should have just bolted up there. Moltres Galar. I'm kicking myself just a little bit, team. That's unfortunate. I thought about it too. I thought about it. Okay, so close combat does a lot of damage. I could go for Overheat. That'll do a bunch as well. I think U-turn seems pretty free. This Pokemon still is very good against this team, so I think I am just gonna go ahead and U-turn. Get a little Chipskis. This thing is very bulky. Very, very, very bulky. I think our place to go here. Correct? Like Glow King, this thing's not really useful. It was here for the Walking Wake. Dude, I could have just ran away with this game. That's okay. That's okay. Let's find an alternative. Destybot was so good on his part. Unfortunately, I think that now I died to a Fiery Wrath. He goes Air Slash. He doesn't have Hurricane. Okay, so now we get in our Kyurem for free. We are Boots. Kyurem to a Moltres as max HP. This is quite the unfortunate turn of events, I will admit. I will admit. Freeze Dry does 59 to 70%. So I think that that's just my play. So I'm gonna go for a Freeze Dry. I should have just bolted up. I could have won this game on the spot. Literally on the spot. In comes Magic. This still causes immense amount of pressure. We don't get any kind of freeze, which sucks. I think that I should just go King Bob. Dang, man. I could have just won this game on the spot, bro. On the spot. Spikes, Destiny Bomb, Thunder Wave. Dang. Dang, 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 dang. Now, breaking through Glow King is going to be quite an issue. I do have to keep it nice and healthy. So I think that I use this to break his team a little bit. We do have the Citrus Berry, which is going to be really nice. He goes for the Future Sight. That's fine. If I had Psyshock, that would have been really cool here. But I'm going to go for a Psychic. Just going to go for a Psychic. No need to go for Trick Room just yet. He's Assault Vested, so he doesn't have Rest on the Moltres, so I do need to chip down that Pokemon. This does absolutely no types of damage. And he gets the poison. How do we break this Pokemon? Get Spadef drops. Ugh, this is rough, team. This is really, really, really rough. This seems to be Assault Vested. I need this for... Well, I don't actually need it. I need it for the Cali. So, do I go straight into... He has Earthquake. How much damage does Foul Play do? Oh man, I'm in a little bit of a pickle after losing Ape here, and I'm crumbling just a little bit. Foul Play does do a lot of damage. I'm doing it. I'm gonna go Skuntank. Maybe I don't know. I'm struggling to break through the combination of this plus Moltres, to be honest. Then comes the Black Mamba. That's the Moltres, right? Yeah. So now from here, I could go for a Gunk Shot. I think Gunk Shot will do a lot to Moltres. It does 49%. I actually like that a lot. Alternatively, I could just go, I mean, Yeah, I think Gunk Shot's just my play. Don't do it. If you do get the Gunk Shot, you love to see that. Fantastic. Okay, cool. There's the damage that I needed, and then get the poison. That is great. That is actually great. He does get the Berserk boost. I do need to keep this nice and healthy. I hope to get this in range of Blaziken, and I can still use this. It's still pretty dang healthy. So now I can go back into King Bob and sack it. I got the chip damage that I needed. He was a Solvested, so he doesn't have any kind of like healing shenanigans. Unless he's packing it plus a Solvest, which would be kind of crazy, to be honest. Blaziken seems to be the end game here. Blaziken seems to be the end game here. So down goes this thing. Skuntank gets another kill. KO's Moltres. Fantastic. Okay, cool. So now, if he's gonna go the Claw, okay. So I sacked this Pokemon to avoid any kind of like swords. Yeah, see? You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That's not good. So we don't want that. None of that. No thanks. No thanks. Alright, so we sack Slowking to avoid this thing getting up a sub. I should live one more. I don't. Okay. So now we go Blaziken. Right, or we could go this. But I think that Blaziken is the play. Blaziken is the correct play, I believe. I am going to take a lot to Spikes. And I could go for a free Earthquake. I could just click Flare Blitz though. Or Overheat, I mean. In case he wants to stay in for whatever reason. So here's the 50-50, right? If he stays in, he needs this for Kyurem, I believe. So I think he should switch. Like, he loses the Kyurem if he loses this, right? So on the switch into Slowking, I think I go for Earthquake. I think he needs this in order. I'm making a ballsy call here. I think he needs this to not lose to Kyurem. So I think he brings in Slowking, so I click Earthquake twice. King James. So that is not what I thought was going to come in. So I think I go Earthquake into Flare Blitz now. However, I do need this to break the Slowking. How much damage does Scizor do if he's Adamant Mass Attack to Blaziken? 151. How many spikes does he have? 3 layers of spikes. Oof. Do I just have to stay in? 151. Bullet Punch. Guaranteed Oko after... Yeah, so I just have to stay in. I don't have a choice. I'll die to an adamant move. So I'm gonna overheat. And I just need a skunk tank to clutch up, to be honest. He goes Trick Room, okay. That's fine, I think. Is that fine? I still don't know if that's fine. If he's not adamant, 12.5% chance to Oko, so I could still save this, to be honest. Let me think. Do I sack this? Or do I sack Kyurem? What does Kyurem do for me? Nothing, really. So I think the correct place to sack Kyurem. I think that now they got the Trick Room up, I think we lose. Unfortunately. Ah, if I had kept 8, but I've been in such a good position. Man. I don't know if I have enough, team. We'll see. We'll see. Now that he's -1, I'm going to hold off on Skunting for just a little bit, so he shows that I don't have Sucker Punch. And then we can go from there. I mean, what really other choice do I have? Is to click Sucker Punch a couple times, right? If he's adamant max attack on the Scizor, I lose regardless. Bullet Punch is a roll to kill me. I'm at 229. I'm at 56%. A close combat could do... Oh, won't do me in. Ooh, I think that Skuntank could clutch up here. Let's go La Toxica. We're gonna Sucker Punch. Oh, this is gonna be a really close game. It didn't have to be this close. It didn't have to be this close. What does he have left? Slow King this and the Scizor. Okay, so our play is to click Sucker Punch. We'll kill this Pokemon. Fantastic. So down goes that. Skuntank getting 2 kills, baby. Let's go. Skuntank KO. Cali Ice. What's a Cali Ice to a Skuntank? Am I right? I have Temper Flare. He took some damage. Can Skuntank clutch this up? Can Skuntank clutch this up? How many turns of Trick Room does he have? 2 turns of Trick Room. Foul Play is gonna do a bunch. Man, I mean, I don't really have much of another play, right? I mean, this is gonna be super close. It's gonna be super close. I mean, I could live anything that he wants to go for because this is a Slow King and I'm pretty dang bulky here. So I think I go Foul Play into Sucker Punch. So let's go Foul Play. Just 39%. It goes Earthquake. I should live this. I do. Skuntank the go. Skuntank the go. That does so much. I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, now we click Sucker Punch, I believe. I could also go for a Foul Play, but I think that Sucker Punch is my play to stall out these Trick Room turns. Can we get a critter? Let's go, Skuntank! Yeah, Skuntank, let's go! Ah! All right, it's gonna come down to if that thing is adamant banded. I mean, if he's adamant, I mean, adamant max attack. Is he adamant max attack is the question. A Bullet Punch, I have to believe that a Bullet Punch kills us here, right? All right, so the Aftermath comes off. Sucker Punch would have failed on the Bullet Punch, I believe. I think that's how that works. All right, it's gonna come down to this. Oh no! Is he adamant max attack? If he's adamant max attack, he should be able to kill me here. I'm at 76. I have some defense investment. I'm at 76. Scizor. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? I don't know why I'm calculating. I think it's just more so for my peace of mind. Bullet Punch is it a guaranteed Oko if he's adamant? This is if he's Life Orb. He's not Life Orb. He could be Life Orb. I don't know if I didn't see that. I think he is Life Orb. Oh no. This is so close. This is so close. I think he kills me anyway if he's a max attack. Oh, unfortunate. GG's to my friend Ant. Oh, Scissor's gonna clutch out for him. No! GG's to Ant. What a game. I'm really sad I didn't book up on that Annihilate. Do me a massive favor and head down to the description below. Watch his side of the battle. Leave a comment. Tell him that we sent you. Oh man, this one hurts. This one stings a little bit, but it is a 1-0. We're able to kind of bring down that differential, which helps us out just a little bit, even though it is a loss. I'm sorry I couldn't clutch out a victory for you guys. Oh man, that was this close. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. With that being said, I'm gonna get the heck up out of here. Have a great rest of your day, and above all else, be nice. Peace.